please.
Lady, you said 1470 South Prairie. This is the right block. There just ain't no 1470.
But it's where I live.
Lady, nobody lives around here. Not no more.
The Soldier Field and the aquarium. And the planetarium, I see them from my bed. Excuse me, sir. I think I'm lost. Can you tell me where I am?
Where would you like to go?
Home. 1470s South Prairie.
Come on, miss. Get in. I'll take you there.
Who ordered the everything on it?
Meatballs, green peppers, onions, anchovies, black olives, and extra garlic.
What about breast spray, man?
That's very funny.
Who got the nothing on it?
Me.
Oh, Connie, that's what I love about you, your spirit of adventure.
Sausage and broccoli, that's mine.
You eat broccoli?
Mine's spinach and
Who got
mustard.
pineapple? Who puts pineapple on pizza?
Delicious, Robert. It's very California.
So, what did the purist get?
Sausage.
Dan, what about my change? I give you $10.
Let's see,
Yeah, right. You got the most expensive, I got the cheapest, and I'm supposed to pay for all the glop on your pizza.
why not just work it on the computer to the penny and make everybody happy?
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt your lunch, Connie. 2 new cases just came in. Cab driver brought a woman in the county medical, disoriented, lost, no purse, no ID. Claims her name is Minerva Fitzhugh. No listings in Chicago or surrounding vicinity for anybody with that name. Well dressed, well groomed, so we'll probably get a report filed on her pretty quick. Maybe she was visiting, maybe she lives here. Go have a talk with her. See what you can find out so we can get her home.
Okay.
Bobby, Diana Benson, 36, Broadway and Wilson area. Left from her job on South Racine yesterday, 4:45. Never got home. Husband reported it.
A slice of pizza, Lieutenant?
Pineapple pizza? Every Italian in history is rolling over in his grave.
Thank you. Minerva Fitzhugh? Hello. I'm Investigator Karatsik, Chicago Police, Missing Persons.
Thank goodness. Can you help me, please?
Of course. What can I do?
I'm lost. I think.
Then you're in luck. It's part of my job to help people who are lost.
Is there any place Diana might have stopped off on the way home from work?
Not without calling first. My wife's a good woman, officer. Knows how much I miss her during the day. I've been out of work for a while. So she always comes straight home. She would never just walk out and leave us like this.
Walk out? Did you, your parents, or your brother have an argument with Diana before she
No,
left?
I didn't mean walk out like that. I just meant that she would never do that.
Let's say there was some reason Diana decided not to come home last night. Is there any place she might have gone? To her friends or family?
We're her family.
I understand that, sir, but is there anybody else besides you Diana might be staying with?
No.
Her friend Marjorie from work calls up a lot. She might be over there.
Yeah. I guess her and Diana's are kind of close, but why would she spend the night at Marjorie's place?
Did you call over there?
Well, I was going to,
We
but...
couldn't find Marjorie's number.
Oh.
Officer, we're all real worried about Diana. It's important that you find her. Diana means so much to us. How soon you think you'll be able to track her down?
I don't know. But the more information I have, the easier it'll be for me to find her. Is there anything else you can tell me that might help me find her?
No, not really. Gil? Mom?
Carlos, Johnny. Midwest Historical Museum, school field trip, missing 10-year-old. They put full security procedures into effect, locked up the whole museum. Want you guys down there right away.
How long has he been gone?
45 minutes. Carlos, you coordinate the search. Johnny, work the classmates, see what you can find out about him. Then get over to the parents. District 37's already got some men at the house. They're rushing some pictures over here. I'll get bulletins made up and out to you.
Captain Shanklin.
Ray,
Nanny.
can I talk to you for a minute, privately? Ellen Hardy.
She in trouble again?
No, not since last time. The commission wants to put her in cold storage just in case.
What's it got to do with me?
Just seems such a waste. She's a terrific investigator. Just a little trigger happy.
I know what's been going on with Ellen. What's it got to do with me?
I want to put her someplace where she won't have an opportunity to shoot anybody. But I don't want her behind a desk. The lady wouldn't
I'm not
survive.
looking to put her here.
Well, you're always telling me how short-handed you are. I'm offering you a good cop.
She used to be a good cop.
She still is, Ray. She's just in a lot of pain.
My first choice or last resort?
You're both. You can control her.
Nanny, you know there was nothing to any of those stories.
Ray, if I ever thought there was anything between you and her, you think I'd want her under your command? But you guys used to be pretty good friends.
Yeah, friends. Partners. She know about this?
Running it by you first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What, Connie?
Minerva Fitzhugh? Someone's looking for her, but the same person who reported her missing also reported another woman, Betty Carr, missing from the same address.
Is it a hospital or something?
No, a private residence, Gold Coast High Rent District.
There been a preliminary?
No, it just came in.
Go do it. Can I think about it?
I didn't have to think about it when you came to me after you got out of the hospital, did I? Yeah, go ahead and think about it. I'll check back by here in the morning.
May I have your attention, please? The museum is now closed to all visitors.
Sergeant Moreau,
Please
stand down.
proceed to the
How you
next
guys?
exit.
This man over here is Captain Tuttle. He's the head of museum security.
30 minutes.
All right, guys. Captain?
business, yes. I'm Sergeant Marone. This is Investigator Sandowski. We're with Missing Persons, Captain.
Walter's fine.
Carlos.
Johnny, where'd they get all his classmates?
On the stairs over there, teachers and Mrs. Larwin.
Thank you.
As soon as security got word about the lost kid, we put our standard operating procedures into the works. Got his description out to the museum people, and we started sweeping through the big exhibits. Well, didn't find him. So I called District 53. Thanks. Then I ordered a complete lockdown. Cleared out all of the visitors. Filed everybody out past the boys' teachers to make sure he wasn't amongst them.
How many people you got looking?
Well, between your guys and ours, maybe 100.
Now, did anybody see Roger talking to anyone in the museum who is not from the school? Did anybody see Roger leaving the museum?
I saw Roger going down the big steps on the other end by the dinosaur, like someone was chasing him.
Did you see somebody chasing him?
No, but he was looking back, like somebody was.
Did you see where he went?
Just kept going down the steps.
Did anybody else see anything like that? Okay, now I understand you guys are on the buddy system here. Does everybody have their buddy with them? What's your name?
Wendy Hessler.
Is Roger your buddy today? Is he a good friend of yours? Where did you last see him?
We were by the giant ant, the one they let everybody climb on, and I climbed to the top. And then I came down and Roger wasn't there. I thought he was just mad because we were racing and I beat him to the top. He sometimes gets mad if I beat him at anything because I'm a girl.
Is he your boyfriend? So, you didn't see him again after you climbed the ant? Okay.
It's Minerva, Betty, and Emily. Emily was the oldest. She died in '85. This was the family home in 1470 South Prairie. It was torn down a few years back. But as you know, Minnie still thinks she lives there. Now, this is a photograph of Betty from about a year ago.
Sure can tell they're sisters, can't you, Miss Hoover?
Call me Shirley, everybody does. I just thank God that you found Minnie and she's all right, but I wish I knew where Betty was.
So you kind of put together that Betty wasn't here for a day or so.
Right. Her bed wasn't slept in. She never makes her bed on Tuesday mornings. That's when I come back from my 2 days off and do my big cleanup, changing sheets and all.
So Minerva must have gone out alone.
Yeah. What really confirms it for me is you telling me that she was in that cab going to Prairie Avenue. She was probably looking for Betty. Poor Minnie. She must have been scared to death.
How long have you worked here?
9 years. Since before Mr. Eddie Carr died. But Minnie's only been staying with us since she got sick. She had a stroke, you know. That's what's got her memory all scrambled up. Brilliant woman before that. She was an important executive in a big cosmetic company.
You're kidding. What about Betty?
Fundraising for charities. She used to do it more full-time, but she only works 3.5 days a week now. That's so she can take care of Minnie. My God. Something awful must have happened to Betty, because she'd never leave Minnie alone.
What if he got himself into some place that's not supposed to be open to the public?
Oh, we checked those too. I mean, you got a place where several thousand kids are running around it every day. You got 19 acres, 600,000 square feet under one roof. We got to make sure we know where they all are. We ain't lost one since I've been head of security here.
Well, let's hope he's somewhere in here and not out there. The city of Chicago's a lot bigger than 19 acres and a lot more dangerous.
Yeah. Thanks, Dan. Carlos, anything?
Not yet. I never realized this place was this big.
Yeah, I kind of forgot myself. I don't think I've been there since Gloria graduated from grammar school.
I hate seeing it the way I'm seeing it, but at least I'll know my way around when I bring Carlito here.
How long you think it's going to take before we're absolutely sure if he's in there or not?
Thorough search, at least a few more hours. This place has more nooks and crannies than an English muffin.
The minute you think he's not there, I want to know.
Well, we put the bulletins out all over the neighborhood, but so far nothing.
Johnny on the way to the parents?
Yeah.
Sergeant.
Ray, I'll call you back.
Alice Burwell. She may have seen Roger a few minutes before he was reported missing.
Are you sure? You must see a couple of thousand kids a day here.
Yes, but not all of them give me as much exercise as this kid did. I caught him up on the second floor, sneaking around behind some display cases in the Mesoamerican exhibit. It looked like he was up to no good. I shouted out to him to get out of there. He took one look at me and started running. Led me on this wild goose chase, in and out and around the South Pacific Islands exhibit. And Tibet. Then out in the main hall and down the stairs. I thought I was going to have a heart attack.
Did you see where he went from the stairs?
No, he was way ahead of me by then.
And you're sure it was Roger?
Sneakers, blue jeans, green sweater. And that face, I'm positive.
She's like Cinderella to that mean-spirited, deadbeat husband and his family. That's my nickname for her. I call her Cindy.
You think she just picked up and left?
I hope she did, but I doubt if she's got the guts. I always felt kind of guilty about the whole thing. I'm the one who introduced her to Grant in the first place. He used to bartend over at the Golden Stetson until they caught on to him.
What do you mean they caught on to him?
Drinking more than he was pouring. Diana deserves a lot better than that cow pie. She's a real sweet gal. She's full of dreams. She's always bringing in the ads from the Sunday travel section. And at lunch, she spreads them out on the table, all those pictures of those people and places. Sometimes she reads the articles out loud for everybody.
Marjorie, come on, level with me. You know where she is. Just tell me. She get on a plane and fly off somewhere?
No, she was just talking. She didn't have the do-re-mi. Some of these slugs poke fun at her and her paper vacations. But half of them wish they could get out of here, too.
You think Diana had as low an opinion of her cow pie husband as you did?
Yeah. But if you think she's having an affair, you're wrong. Not Diana. She's one to keep her promises.
Hello, Miss Fitzhugh.
Hello.
Looks like you're feeling better. Are you ready for a few more questions?
Do I know you?
I'm sorry. I'm Officer Karatzik, Missing Persons. I wanted to ask you some questions about your sister.
Betty? Where is that girl?
Well, I don't exactly know at the moment, but I was wondering if you could tell me when was the last time you saw her.
Oh, well, that's not Betty. That's an old woman. Betty is 26 or 7. Sometimes I can't remember. But she's probably home. Or maybe she's over at Eddie Carr's house. Betty's been seeing a lot of Eddie Carr lately. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if someday the two of them. It's not Betty, but it's funny. It does look a little like our mom.
Hello, Minnie. I'm Dr. Burkett. Do you have everything you need?
Why am I here? What sort of a doctor are you?
I'm a clinical psychologist, Minnie.
Is there some sort of a problem?
No problem we can't help take care of. Minnie, I have a couple of things I'd like to talk to you about, but if you'll excuse me for just a second, I need to speak with this young lady.
Are you a nurse?
Hi, I'm Dr. Nadine Burkett. Thanks for calling. I've been really worried about Minerva.
It's nice to meet you. Could you tell me what exactly is wrong with her?
Minerva had a stroke 3 years ago. It fortunately didn't leave her with a lot of motor damage, but it caused something we call retrograde amnesia. In her case, 23 years of her life were wiped from her memory.
You mean she can't remember anything back to, what, 1970?
That's right. Remembers a lot of things that happened before then, but nothing since. She's also lost the ability to retain new information.
Anterograde amnesia.
Right, anterograde amnesia. She can only hold on to new experiences for a few minutes.
Is there any kind of cure for something like this?
Patience and a lot of love. The only medicine I know. Investigator Karadzik, do you have any idea what's happened to Betty?
I was about to ask you.
Today was the first time they've missed an appointment, and I don't know how long. The last 3 years were hard on Betty, but she's learned to cope with Minerva's problem very well.
Patience and love?
Betty's the one person Minerva has who can give her a chance to regain some control in her life, if only a little.
Are there any other family friends you know about that might know where Betty is?
There's a cousin in Minneapolis, I think. My office can give you the details. I hope... No. You have to find Betty. She's the most caring, loving, giving human being.
Have you thought of any other possibilities or places he might go, if he's not in the museum?
You know, I sign those permission slips for field trips that the school sends home all the time. I never thought anything like this could happen. If we were at the museum, at least we could help search.
We've got over 100 officers looking through the museum, ma'am. When we find Roger, or if he calls home, you're the first one he's going to want to talk to, so it's a big help if we know you're here. Mr. Stanley, you said the History Museum is one of Roger's favorite places?
Yeah. When Roger was in the 2nd grade, we thought he had a learning disability. It turns out the only problem was that he was too smart. School was too easy and he just got bored. One Saturday I took him down to the History Museum. The Midwest Historical Museum is a client of mine and I do all their stationery and office supplies. Anyway, Roger got hooked. He just fell in love with the place. Every time they bring in a new exhibit, he can't wait to get back there.
So he finally found something he could really get interested in. That's great. Any particular part of the museum he likes the best?
The dinosaurs, Native Americans, insects, plants. It changes every time he goes. His bedroom is a mini version of the place.
Could I have a look?
Sure.
I see what you mean about the museum stuff.
Yeah, he's even got his pals interested.
A bunch of them were over here this weekend. Roger was telling them everything that they were going to see.
He's kind of the leader of the pack.
My brother Casper's like that. He was always planning some adventure for us to go on.
Sandowski, there's a camera crew from the 6 o'clock news out front. They want to talk to the Stanleys.
The news? What good is that going to do? I don't want to talk to them. I want my son to come home.
Mrs. Stanley, we've circulated bulletins with your son's picture on it all over the neighborhood around the museum. A couple thousand, probably. But if you talk to the media, it's a lot more personal, and 100 times more people are going to know you're looking for Roger. Everybody who sees you is a potential person who might know something or see something that's going to help us find him.
Yes. As soon as anything develops, I'll make a comment. Thank you. Appreciate your efforts. $16,000 kids reported missing every year. That's what? 40 a day?
44, roughly.
Wish they'd pay this much attention to every one of those kids. Not just the cases that close down public places.
Lieutenant Missing McCall called. I'm to remind you have your granddaughter as guest for dinner tonight.
Oh, that's right. I'm late. Thanks, Dan. Dan, anything from Carlos or Johnny, I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, make sure I get beeped.
Gotcha. Good news, Robert?
Diana Benson's bank activity records. Now, this woman and her family are pretty much flat broke, right? But according to this, on Friday, she deposited $25,000. Now, yesterday, the day she disappeared, she withdrew the whole deal. Did that tell you something?
She won't be earning much interest?
Where would somebody who works behind a sewing machine all day get that kind of do-re-mi?
Do-re-mi?
Stole it from a job is not likely. Stole it from a husband, he ain't got it. Inheritance? No way. Whatever the case, if Diana Benson's got 25 grand burning a hole in her pocket, she ain't gonna be sticking around these parts.
Lieutenant Lee?
A few minutes ago, Constance. You can beat him if it's something important.
What's important is that I find Betty Carr. You know, if she was planning on not being home or going on a trip or something, she didn't leave a clue.
Nothing from hospitals, victim lists, the morgue?
Not so far, but I'm going to double check all of them. Listen, Dr. Burkett said that she has some relatives in Minneapolis. Can you check it out?
Mm-hmm.
You know something, Dad? Sometimes you find out some really nice stuff about people that you're looking for, and you kind of wish you didn't, in case it turns out bad.
Please, if you can see me, or you can hear me, please come home.
Does it smell good? Oh, guess who that is? That's gonna be Grandpa.
Hey, sunshine. How do you feel today? Maybe we can talk Mommy into letting Grandma and Grandpa babysit every night. How'd you like that?
Grandma and Grandpa would like that. Hi.
What's for supper?
Oh, that's macaroni and cheese for Helen. Put her in her chair, and you might get some too.
Come on, sweetheart. Print shop okay today?
No, nothing broke. The electricity stayed on. That's a great day.
Got a mess at the History Museum.
Yeah, I saw it on the news. Terrible.
Nanny Shanklin came down to see me.
Captain, you get a raise? Or did you get fired?
He wants me to consider taking Ellen Harding into Missing Persons.
Oh?
Here you go, sunshine.
Why move Ellen into your section? Did she have another incident?
No. Manny thinks a change of scenery might help her get back on track. He doesn't want to lose her, thinks she's too good a cop.
That what you think too?
She used to be.
So, when is this supposed to happen?
It's up to me. I don't think she wants to eat. Okay. Oh. Grandpa's beep beep only goes off in the middle of dinner. Johnny. I'm leaving now. Gotta go. Kid at the museum. Parents just got a ransom demand.
Lieutenant, this is Special Agent O'Hara, FBI.
How's it going, Ray?
Good, you?
We've had better nights.
You two know each other?
Only about 100 years. Who answered the phone when the ransom demand came in?
Mrs. Stanley. Male voice. She didn't recognize it.
They give her instructions?
Only that they'll call back. We've got the whole place wired. When they call, we'll be able to tell where they're calling from in about 2 seconds.
We still don't have anybody who saw the kid leave the museum.
We got bulletins and officers out from Cermak up to Adams. Far west is the river. Nothing.
I hate this.
You're just making all kinds of music. Aren't you, Carlito? I wonder what he's thinking. Look at him. He is so precious. What are the doctors doing tomorrow?
They're doing a tone test. It'll tell us what percentage of normal hearing Carlito has, if any.
Thanks for coming by.
No problem. I hate being alone when Carlos works late.
At least we don't worry about him anymore the way we used to. Worried that they're going to get hurt
Or being on an all-night stakeout with a woman partner. Barbara, don't start worrying about that again.
Just tell me, Anita, did Carlos ever say anything to you about Ray and Ellen Herdig?
No. But even if there was something going on between them, you would have known, right?
Yeah.
And it was a long time ago, Barbara. She got married since then, as a child.
I feel for her. I really do. At her husband's funeral, Ray was still on crutches. You know what that was like. I imagined it was me up there. Every cop's wife thinks about walking away with nothing but that flag.
So you think she's looking for someone to lean on?
I don't know. I just don't want it to be Ray.
Hi, this is Investigator Karatsik. Somebody from your department beat me? Cheryl, hold on. Pete? Hi. Oh my God. I'm kidding. Yeah, all right, I just gotta get dressed first. I'll be there in a half hour.
What are they waiting for? Why don't they call?
Look, Mr. Stanley, the hardest part about being a kidnapper is getting the ransom and getting away with it. That's what these guys are trying to figure out right now. If they're professionals, they know what they're going to do. They're just trying to figure out the time and place. If they're amateurs, they don't have a clue. They're sitting around someplace arguing about how they're going to do this.
There's a third possibility. The ransom call was a hoax. Some opportunist is trying to take advantage of the situation.
All we can do is wait. Buy you a cup of coffee, Ray? Ray, what makes you think that that phone call was a hoax?
It's just guessing. You're the expert in this field. You tell me, what do you think's going on?
Until we get more facts, it's all guesswork. But you've got the best instincts of any cop that I know.
Yeah, sometimes I can't even walk on water. Mike, I got a situation coming up in my office. Let me ask you a hypothetical question. You ever have two partners under you, work together a long time, get real close? One of them gets shot, dies.
Ray, you lost two cops. The dead one's in a box, the live one's in a bottle.
Ever see the live one come back?
Depends on how close they were.
Husband and wife.
That's a tough one.
Hi, Kate.
Hi, Joe.
I'm so sorry about everything you've been going through, but Wendy has something to tell you that may help. Go ahead, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. Officer Sandowski, I talked to you this morning.
Uh-huh. Yes, sir.
It's kind of scary in here, huh?
Well,
Bet you Roger's pretty scared right now, too. If there's anything you can tell us that'll help us find him, I know he'd thank you for it.
no. You just think I'm a girl. A girl who squeals.
Wendy, do you know where Roger is?
He was supposed to call you guys so you wouldn't worry. He was gonna say he was over at Greg's.
Where is he, Wendy?
I'm not sure. See, it was on a dare. After I beat him climbing up the ant, all the guys started goofing on him, and he got mad because they wouldn't stop.
Did they do something to Roger?
No? Well, when we reached the world of ancient Egypt, Roger said how cool it'd be if we pretended that we were archaeologists. He was telling us about all kinds of stuff in there. You know, like this little baby mummy. And he pretended to read some hieroglyphics that said whoever messed with the spirits of the dead would be cursed forever. And Roger dared Phil to touch the baby mummy. And Phil did, and Roger had to do Phil's dare.
What was Phil's dare?
To sleep down there. To sleep with the mummies.
Is that where Roger is now?
I don't know. Maybe the curse got him.
But we already went through the world of Egypt. He wasn't there.
Yeah, but you were looking for someone you thought was lost, not someone you knew was hiding. Yeah, we'll hold tight, right here.
Shouldn't we go down there?
Till we know he's safe and we got him, best thing we can do is be here.
Shirley.
I'm sorry to have to drag you down here at night like this.
This is a terrible thing. Nobody deserves to have their life end up in a place like this, especially not Betty Carr.
We still don't know for sure that it is Mrs. Carr.
And you need me to say yes or no, don't you?
I gotta tell you, it's not gonna be easy to look at. You do understand that the lady that's in there was beaten to death?
Yes.
Connie, I'm going home. Finish up the paperwork with Tommy. We'll need dentals to make a positive ID.
I get him tea in the morning.
All right, good night.
Bye.
How could someone do that to Betty?
According to the police report, it was a robbery. Violent Crimes is investigating.
But they didn't have to do that to her. Anybody want anything from her, all they would have had to do was ask. They didn't have to kill her to get it.
Yeah, these chambers are mostly glass-filled cases. Over this way, there are more places to hide. Come on, let's move along. Take some of your people that way.
Come on, Roger. Come on, Roger.
What?
Well, I guess we were wrong about him being down here. Let's go back upstairs, huh?
Hello? Yeah, this is Jim Stanley.
They got him.
Is he okay? Everything all right? Can we talk to him?
Take my advice, pal. Talk to him. You're lucky that it's a phone call. By the time we get you home, they may cool off a little bit.
Hi.
Roger, honey. Are you all right?
Yeah, Mom.
You had us scared to death.
I'm sorry.
Roger, why didn't you call us?
I was going to, but there was cops all over the place. By all the phones.
Roger, why in the world did you do this?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Do you have any idea what you put your mother through? Just wait, young man. We're gonna talk about this when you get home.
It's my kid. I'd skin him alive.
He'll learn his lesson. He's got parents that'll see to it. He's lucky. We're lucky, too. The ransom call turned out to be a hoax.
Yeah. What'd I tell you? Instincts, that's what it's all about. You got the best in the business.
I think Roger's parents were mad. Wait till that little brat gets back to school. They got about 4 years of detention planned for him.
I'll find out all about it tonight.
What do you mean?
I got a date with his teacher.
MissingPersons manager. There, one moment, please. Robert, line 3, Third Coast Savings and Loan.
Great, thanks, sir. Investigator Davison. Yes, Mr. Feldman. Thanks a lot for calling back. Okay. All right, so she took $22,400 in traveler's checks, $2,600 in a cashier check, made out to, just a second, sir, I'm writing it down. Okay. Made out to Super Deluxe Travel. Great. Thank you, Mr. Feldman. Take care. Yeah, Chicago, please. Super Deluxe Travel.
Super Deluxe Travel, Fred speaking. Where can I send you to? The police? Mrs. Benson didn't do anything wrong, did she? Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy to help the police out anytime I can. Well, just hold on a minute and I'll look up her itinerary on my computer. Okay. She bought a one-way ticket, first class to Aruba.
One way. When did she leave?
Well, she didn't yet. Her flight goes out at 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Don't you guys have a number to contact the client in case flight is canceled or something?
Oh, sure. I booked her into a nice hotel out by the airport. She wanted a room with a whirlpool bath.
Give me the details, man. Great. Thanks, Fred. Morning, Lieutenant.
Where are you going?
To Aruba if I don't hurry.
To tell you the truth, I don't know. This is a real tough one. My first inclination is not to tell her.
But she'll keep wondering where Betty is, won't she? She keeps asking for her.
Well, I'm not sure that telling her will make any difference. First of all, she may not even understand what we're talking about. And secondly, after a few minutes, she'll have forgotten and start asking all over again. But my biggest fear is that if by some slight chance she does understand, God only knows how she'll react. I'd really want to consult some other specialists before risking it.
Well, Betty would never tell her anything this bad. She told me 1,000,000 times never tell Minerva any bad news. She was always afraid it would upset her too much.
Excuse me.
Oh, my God. If you're not the spitting image of your mother's picture.
Even my dad says that, too. You must be Shirley. It's nice to finally meet you face to face.
Oh, the pleasure is mine.
You gotta be Joanne McDonald. I'm Investigator Kratzik, and this is Dr. Burkett. It's really great of you to get here so quick.
I can't believe Aunt Betty's gone. It's so terrible. Aunt Minnie's my whole family now. Can I see her?
Joanne, you do understand about your aunt's condition.
Yeah, Aunt Betty told me all about it, and I've talked to Minnie on the phone a bunch of times.
Oh, thank the Lord, Emily. Oh, I've been so frightened. I thought I'd never see a familiar face again.
I've been very worried about you too, Aunt Minnie.
Where did you get
get your hair cut like that? It looks terrible. Some sort of a new French style or something, right? Do you know where our sister is?
No. But I know she's fine. In the meantime, I want you to come and stay with my husband and me.
You got married. I didn't remember that you got married. Why am I in a hospital? Am I sick? I don't feel sick.
You're gonna be fine, Minnie. Just fine.
Oh, Mrs. Benson.
Yes?
Investigator Davidson, Chicago Police Department's Missing Persons Section.
Hey, I didn't steal it.
You didn't steal what, ma'am? You're not being accused of anything. I'm from Missing Persons. I'm not here to arrest you.
I won the lottery. Okay? Here, look. I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, I bought the ticket with my lunch money and I won. It's mine. I mean, you think this kind of thing happens to other people? It happened to me.
Well, congratulations.
You're not going to tell my husband, are you? Because pretty soon he's not going to be my husband anymore.
You're divorcing him?
Yeah. I mean, no way I want him or his mama or his brother or any of those Bensons getting their mitts on my money. I mean, the only reason I stuck around after I won is so I could get a lawyer, and I signed the papers yesterday. Grant will probably be served just as I'm getting off the plane. You think that's bad?
How much did you win?
$500,000. But they only give you so much a year. It's enough. So are you going to tell him?
I can't. Not without your permission. As long as you're okay and you left voluntarily.
Good. Because I'm fine. And this is as voluntary as it comes.
Ellen Hardig? If you were going to make a list of ways to make life easier, she wouldn't be on it.
What have you heard?
Every time she sees somebody with a gun, she's looking at the guy who shot her husband.
She's been cleared. Fully exonerated in each case. Every one a justified shooting.
Yeah, but how long before she shoots somebody who doesn't deserve it? Then what?
Shanklin thinks if I take her into Missing Persons, she can straighten herself out.
Shanklin thinks a lot of things. He's just trying to make her your problem instead of his.
Do you think I should say no?
Before she started popping people, I never heard she was a bad cop. You think she wants to do Missing Persons?
I haven't asked her. You think she can?
Well, Ray, I don't want to condone this. You want her in, bring her in. Give her a chance. But you know what everybody's going to think.
I don't care what everybody thinks.
I know that. If you really cared about what everybody thought, you'd be polite once in a while. I also know the two of you never had an affair. But with rumors, the truth don't matter. Once it's inside people's head, you can't get it out. No, it's a real problem, Ray.
I don't have a problem giving somebody a second chance. Even if it's a last chance. When I got popped at Cabrini Green, nobody wanted me back. Didn't think I could do the job anymore. Shanklin gave me the shot.
Yeah, but that was different.
Why?
Ray, you never went out of your way to shoot somebody.
I called Shanklin this morning. Told him I'm going to at least talk to her.
Barbara know about this? Did she say anything?
No. Told her I was going to think about it.
Well, yeah, you better.
Wait a minute. I call you in to find my wife. You find my wife. Now you're not going to tell me where she is?
Well, she left of her own accord, sir.
Left? Where to? Left town?
I'm sorry, Mr. Benson. She doesn't want you to know.
She's my wife. I got a right to know. And I got a right to that lottery money.
You knew she won?
500,000. What do you think we called you in to track her down?
She's your wife.
So tell me where she is.
I already told you, Mr. Benson, I can't. You didn't give me all the facts before, and I'm not obligated to give you the facts now.
Lieutenant Ellen Hardig to see you.
Ellen, good to see you.
So, we're finally getting together. At Chuck's funeral, you said we would get together.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Ray. People always say things like that at those awkward moments. You know.
Yeah, I know. Sit down.
Oh. I haven't interviewed for a long time. You want a resume? Want to ask me some questions? Look, Ray, they're sticking me here. Yeah, and we got history. If this is going to be any problem for you, let's forget it.
You are a good partner. I respect your work. I don't care about anyone else's version of the past. You're a good cop, Ellen.
Want to put that to a vote?
Stop feeling sorry for yourself. I've been there. Didn't do a damn bit of good. After I got shot, the world was different. Took me a while to adjust. Difference was I had someone to go home to, talk to.
How is Barbara?
You know what, Ellen? If you're going to work here, you're going to have to ask her that yourself. You have to come over for dinner. You guys will get to know each other. I don't care what anyone else thinks, but I care what Barbara thinks. And I want her to know there's nothing going on with you and me.
Okay. So, you like working missing persons?
We find people. Put them back together.
Is that what you're supposed to do with me?